So, what I today, what I want to talk about is everyone knows just Pearly Things, Pearl. Okay, she was popular on TikTok, then she got banned for some reason. I honestly, I like, despite her having like such terrible things to say, like having terrible opinions, legit, I honestly don't know why she got banned. Okay, I mean it's TikTok, like people get banned for stupid stuff all the time. So I mean, so I'm confused, but at the same time I'm not because like it's kind of like Twitch where you just get banned for no reason. But the what I want to talk about is just the things that really irk me about her. Like for example, so I mean the video that I looked at, it said it was a day ago where she went on Pierce Morgan's show, his show, Pierce Morgan Uncensored, and she essentially, I don't want to say making fun of Jewish people, but kind of like poking the bear of like why can't we talk about Hitler? Why can't we talk about the Jews and what happened at World War II, the Holocaust? Why can't we talk about stuff like that? And it's just like we can talk about it. You know what? Like it's not hard to not get banned off of the internet. Okay, not get banned off the internet. I'm thinking about Sneeko for a second, but it's not that you can't talk about the Holocaust. The Holocaust, okay? No, like no one's saying that you can't talk about it. Like I don't know what realm of reality people like this, like these red pill idiots are like in. You can 100% talk about the Holocaust. You can definitely talk about controversial things. You could talk about conspiracy theories, okay? But what these people do is not they don't talk about it. They just say outlandish stuff for no real reason other than just to get popular, okay? That's really what it comes down to. It's not about how do I say this. It's not about like people like censoring you. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not gonna sit here and say that that never happens. Okay, it does happen, stuff like that. But when you I'm specifically talking about Pearl when I say this right here. When you say things like women shouldn't be allowed to vote, women shouldn't be allowed in the army, okay? Because they'll weaken the strength of the army, okay? When you say stuff like that, and when you make songs about Jewish people, about Hitler, why can't we talk about Hitler? Of course people are going to look at you sideways, okay? And another thing that really like pisses me off is that they want to talk about stuff like this, stupid stuff like this, but they want to talk about stuff like this, but they never want to like face repercussions of what they say. And it's just like does that genuinely make sense to you that you get to say outlandish things and then you just get out of it scot free? Does that really make sense to you? Does it really make sense for me to say, oh my god, hold up, does it really make sense for me to say, I don't know, let me think of something that YouTube doesn't like. I really don't want to talk about the, well, let me think of something. Oh, you know what? I'll just use the Holocaust for example. When you say stuff like, when you know what, I'm just not remembering this. When she brought on Nick, I heard that she brought on Nick Fuentes on her show. Okay, everyone knows Nick Fuentes. Everyone knows that dude. Okay, so and to what I was hearing, she brought him onto her like show or something, and he was saying stuff like black people are inferior, the Holocaust didn't happen, Jewish people are like the reason why the world is like bad, like the way it is, like in a terrible state. When you platform people like that and you just don't fight them back on their opinions and like takes, does it really make sense for people, for I don't know, like YouTube to want you to continue to be on their platform? where they don't want that stuff like to negatively affect their, what's the word I'm looking for, their what is it called, their reputation, even though YouTube's reputation is already freaking terrible. All their fault, by the way. But if I had to choose between, you know, having a bad reputation because I don't know how to run my platform, or I don't know, or to be known to be platforming people like Nick Fuentes, like I feel like that's an easy, you know, decision to make. Like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with freaking a white supremacist who actively says stuff like this with no real care in the world. Like, yeah, it makes perfect sense that people are going to question you and say these things about you, okay? Like, Pearl, like, just wants to play victim. Like, she's the very thing that she preaches against. Like, what the heck? Like the irony is what like pisses me off, bro. Well, actually, it more makes me laugh than anything, to be honest with you, because she says like recently, okay, she went on Ethan's podcast, okay, and again, like, she brought on Nick Fuentes, okay. She straight up said, okay, she didn't say it, but she was insinuating that slavery was embellished, okay. And she's over here saying that she can't talk about it because there are certain things that they're not allowed to talk about, okay? She says stuff like that, but then writes songs about Hitler and why can't we talk about conspiracy theories and stuff like that. She platforms well-known white supremacists and complains about how people don't want, like, censorship is a big deal. Like, I don't know if she's just so, like, dumb that she doesn't realize what she's doing, or she's just incredibly smart and she's like, you know, she's fooling everyone, to be honest with you. I don't know. It this is how I see it. This is what happens when you take in too much red pill, okay? Or that's really how I see it, to be honest with you. It's just it's wild, to be honest with you. I never thought I would see something like this happen to a person. Like, you are this delusional? Like, what? I don't know. Like, it's this is wild, bro. Like, straight up, this is wild.